Welcome back to the Portable Podcast. You're watching with Sly Guy. Anyway, for about my dad. By the time he withdrew all the money from my bank, he wanted to borrow more. So I was earning a salary, and he invested in this business but didn't want to go to the office, didn't want to manage it, didn't want to do anything, so we just sat at home and smoked his cigarettes. Like the lazy piece of trash that he was, and lo and behold, the business failed. It wasn't making any more money, so he goes to me, "You're gonna have to pay for this, pay for that. If not, I'm gonna kick you out of the house." It's a good thing other family members intervened. Otherwise, he would have gotten what he wanted. When it got so bad that he got so greedy that he wanted to sell the house so he could move out, because he withdrew all of his kids' money, like my money, my sister's money, and man, no more rocks left. How do we generate more rocks? So, well, anyway, he withdrew my money, he withdrew my sister's money, spent it on whatever. Never once apologized for what he did. And still charged us everything. And what's funny is that he believed that he was actually gonna live forever. So he didn't leave any will for his kids. He just said, "No, I'm gonna live forever." And he kept on talking about how he was gonna inherit money from my grandmother and stuff. But actually, what's funny was he got sick. He had lung cancer, and which was karma for him, because when my mom had cancer, we desperately needed money, so we were expecting him to step up, like get a job, work in the BPO industry, like I did, to help out. And he just decided, "No, I'm gonna go to this province called Calbayog, and I'm going to I'm just gonna go there, and your grandmother, she's gonna give me money, and then we're gonna be billionaires." So we stayed there for like 1 month. I thought he was working, but I find out from my grandmother that all he was doing was eating and sleeping. So my mom needed the money for her medication, for chemotherapy, so she had no choice. So imagine making your wife, a cancer patient, work the night shift in a call center just because you're too lazy to get a job. I mean, imagine that. That definitely must have been a horrible experience for my mom. It made her condition worse. Anyway, going back to that, eventually he smoked too much, he got lung cancer, he got sick, and since he spent all of his kids' money, he stole the money that we had in the bank. We had nothing to pay. We basically had nothing at the time. He wiped out all our funds, and we had no way to treat him. I had an HMO, so out of the goodness of my heart, okay, I'll use my HMO to treat you. He maxes out the HMO because he still wouldn't stop smoking. Then he used my sister's HMO, maxes it out. My sister has savings, he maxes out her savings. And then out of nowhere, he And then right after that, we even do this fundraiser for him, the Battle for a Cause. It's to help pay for his medical bills. It wasn't enough because his medical bills were in the millions now because he didn't take care of himself. And the cancer had, and basically he passed away. Right? So, things just have a way of coming back to you. Right? And what's funny is my grandmother was like, yo, everything will go back to you. Karma will hit you because you did not help your father, blah, blah, blah. I mean, dude. I mean, he stole money from me, and I did this fundraiser for him. He used my HMO to get treated. And then you just say that I didn't do anything, and then you spread it all over your Ladies for Charity. You're like Ladies for Charity, like of a Ladies for Charity group in Calbayog somewhere. Then you tell all your priest friends that I'm a terrible person. Right, well, that's funny because right after that, during the COVID pandemic, she passed away. And she basically kept on telling me, no, you're a terrible son, you're a terrible person, karma will get you, karma. Well, karma got her because she condoned what he did. I mean, I told her what she did. She had a chance to make everything right, to confront him, to make sure that if he didn't give us our money back, to at least manage the business well, so that at least the money that he invested, that he stole from us, he could use it to like pay the bills and let us live in the house and not pay for anything, because that would be the fair thing to do. Or at least make us pay for just minimal stuff. But no, that's not what happened. And in the end, it's like, oh, we're sorry, we couldn't get you. Like, I'm not gonna talk to him. And it's funny because I have an uncle who borrowed money from my aunt, and she literally forced my uncle to pay my aunt back. So why didn't she do the same thing for me and my sisters? With my father, why didn't she do the same thing for us? Well, reason why is because he kept denying. He was very sleazy, very lazy, and that's basically why when my mom passed away, people from my mom's side said, okay, Carlo, you, in front of him, she would go, okay, Carlo, you're the man of the house now. In front of him, because he wasn't, to them, he wasn't a man. His wife was dying of cancer. He didn't help. He didn't step up. He didn't work at a BPO when he was healthy, when he could have worked. Man, he should have stepped up. And most probably mom would still be alive if it wasn't for him. But bottom line is, man, he just chose to be a lazy piece of trash, and that's what happened to him. Okay, I'm not getting anywhere because I'm out of rocks. I'm gonna have to reset this. And I'm gonna have to get this guy to hit that monster thing to hit me, so that I can reset the rocks. Boom! And we're back. Okay. Let's go back again. Okay. And we're back. So basically that would be an interesting time. But if you check with me and my sisters, ever since my dad passed away, and now you have my one of my younger sisters handling the